Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Lisa Bass. I am with the New River Robotics Association, New River Robotics Association here at FLL and 30 Hours headquarters here at the First Tech Challenge Coaches House, where all of the Red Bear Pandas are putting together the challenge missions for the exciting Unearthed season of First LEGO League, both Explore and Challenge. So glad that you're here. If you couldn't make it, that's okay. We're recording this so that we can share this with other coaches. So my name again is Lisa Bass, and I want to say thank you very much for attending this video recorded Zoom meeting, and also thank you for your time to be an FLL coach. So let's talk about the fact that today was the big day, the big reveal. Today, all of the season unearthed type of materials, all of the workbooks that are online digitally, all the building materials and all the building instructions are all online now at firstinspires.org under the various different Explore or Challenge resource pages. So for First LEGO League Explore, if there are any coaches out there, this is a great introduction to FIRST robotics for ages 5 to 8 years old. What this Unearthed season is offering is a great educational packet like this. So you can see that a box comes with all the kinds of Legos and a mat. The mat is in which you can build your big project for the expo. Mailing this week, and I even got my notifications that they were mailed yesterday, are those workbooks. First of all, as a class pack guide, a team meeting guide, and an engineering notebook. What's really cool about this is that it breaks down from meeting to meeting for any coaches, veteran or rookie coaches, how to have FLL-Explore meetings and activities to get ready for a big expo. Also, you'll be receiving, when you decide or already have registered a team, you will get a team meeting guide, engineering notebook. Then you'll have, comes with 6. So you can use them or not use them, but they're very helpful in helping the kids understand what their mission is for this season, Unearthed. So the goals for FLL-Explore are just to have fun. Just have fun. Set some days and times for about 8 to 12 meetings that work with your schedule. 1 hour, 2 hours, you decide. Structure your meetings so that they're very simple and easy, but they are structured so the kids know what to expect in ages 5 to 8 years old. Start off with, hey, everybody, welcome. Let's do a mini Lego build challenge. Then we're going to explore the season theme. Unearthed is about archaeology, the technologies used to perform archaeological digs, but also looking at technologies, for example, like compasses that were used hundreds of years ago and are still being used today. Also, you're going to build a robot. And if you look off to the side, if you're using Spike or if you're using a WeDo, what's really all interesting is when you download the app to your tablet or computer or device, it will have a great resource library of things that you can build. Let the kids pick one, build it. Wonderful. Give it a try and then learn some programming. Each of those apps, the Spike or the WeDo app, have wonderful lessons, and they actually guide the kids through some of the programming as you see in that bottom image there. As you go through your 8 to 12 meetings, decide to go to an FLL Expo. Those are really cool events where you get to meet with other teams and see what they built. What did they turn their WeDo or Spike essentials into? That is just a great way to have fun. And more information will be coming about that in just a second. Here we go. So for FLL-Explore Festival or Expo, every team makes a show me board. A show me board tells them everything that they've learned. You take pictures of what they learned. They draw pictures. They write sentences about what they learned, or they dictate them to you. And as you can see here, they have built something out of Legos to represent, in this last year was about the ocean. So they built something for the ocean, and they incorporated a robot to move items within the model. So you can see right here that there is a big underwater world, and there is a submarine that is being powered to not only make the propellers move, but also lights up a little underwater sea lab. Luckily for with New River Robotics Associations, we have already scheduled 2 expos for this year, and a team can go to either or both of them. So please mark your calendars for Sunday, December 14th and or Sunday, March 22nd at Blacksburg High School. We're working well with Team 4924 FTC and Team 401 FRC to help host this. Also, this is open to the public, so the public gets to see your wonderful model, your show me board, and your programming and robots. In a very casual way, we will have judges. Judges will walk around and ask really good questions for all the kids so that they can be able to explain their ideas to other people. Now, FLL-Challenge is a step up. This is a perfect step up from FLL-Explore, where kids ages 9, sometimes 8 if they've had experience before, to 16 in the United States. This, now we're not just working with spikes or with WeDos, we're actually working with EV3s, we're working with Spike Prime, and plus it's extra parts to have a competition set. But here is, as you can see, a big table. It's 4 foot by 8 foot, and it has a mat that rolls out. And on the mat, it has all those Lego Technic pieces. The Red Beard Panzas have been spending all afternoon building them for us, and they're already trying to put together videos to help coaches solve or teach their kids how to solve these missions with very simple programming and simple robots. But this has all arrived, but the instructions didn't get turned on online at the First Inspires website until afternoon today. So everybody in the world is starting to build their competition table. In the next week, for those who are already registered, or if you haven't registered yet, it takes about 10 days, you will also get a set of books. It is the engineering notebook that comes with 6 if that is available and you'd like to use that for your students, a team meeting guide, the rule book to tell you which missions, because there's 15 of them, count what certain number of points. And some of those missions have 2 parts to them, so you can get 20 points, and if you do something extra, it's 10 extra points. And then it comes with guides to help you have your big team gathering. So the goals for an FLL-Challenge team is, again, have fun. This is not about scoring the points just on the mission table. In First Lego League Challenge, there's also a judging session and an innovation project. So what you want to do is set some times and days for about 24 to 40 meetings. And you think, oh my gosh, 40 meetings, I can't fit that in. Well, don't worry. There are going to be 2 opportunities to compete this year, especially if you are a New River Robotics Association grant winner. So you want to structure your meeting. It can be an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. I personally am the coach of Team 52615, an all-girl team. We meet from 4:30 to 6. Because it's right after school, the kids have a quick 10 to 15 minute snack, and then we go into a core values challenge. And we'll talk more about that. Then we explore the season theme, which Unearthed is, again, about archaeology, the technologies that have come from the past to the future, and what kind of problems do we face as archaeologists to get and learn that information from artifacts. So then, because of that competition table, there are 15 missions. The kids need to decide which missions to try or what they would like to think would be a good strategy to earn the points they would like. Then it's time to design and program a robot. And then get ready for the FLL tournament. Now, I will talk more about those dates in a minute. There'll be plenty of question and answer time at the end. So if I'm overwhelming you, I apologize, but I'm happy to go back through the slides and answer any questions. But I think some more slides here coming up will be very helpful. This is what a tournament looks like for FLL-Challenge. It's an all-day event. The FLL-Explore event is 2 hours. An FLL-Challenge is really an all-day event. You get a table where you set up your robot, maybe have a little cardboard trifold board to show off what your team is about. You can even take that with you into the judging area. Then you're going to compete on a table, and there will be referees, and there will be also a big audience watching you and cheering you on from the stands. So in the conjunction with structuring your meetings, I highly recommend to help build those core values. And the way to do that is with some team building activities. So with FLL-Explore, I always suggest that you have quick 5 minutes and you start with individuals, maybe pair them up or group the builds. And it could be as simple as, hey, everybody, how's everybody feeling today? Tell me in Legos. And those Legos could be a smiley face. It could be, oh, I kicked a goal today, and they all did this with Legos. Just random Legos on a plate, little 3-inch by 4-inch plate, and they have a chance to present what they build to the others. With last year's Submerge, I said, what is your favorite sea creature? And they got to build it. Then I would put maybe 2 together, and I say, hey, can you build the tallest tower that could go from the bottom of the ocean to the top? And so 2 kids would try to put these Legos together and work together to build up these towers. And then we do a whole big group build within 5 minutes that says, hey, build waves for me. What would waves look like? And so they would put all these Legos together and look at waves. So those are just some quick things to do just to get the kids to start learning to work together and present their ideas, but using Legos to say, here, this is what I built and why I built it. For FLL-Challenge kids, you want those to be a little bit more involved. For example, today at the big FLL lunch that we did with my girls at Team 52615 is I gave them toilet paper and a bag of candy. And I opened the bag of candy and I dropped the candy on the floor and I said, please use the toilet paper to make some way to carry all of that candy 20 feet. And everybody must touch the toilet paper, and all the candy must be in on the toilet paper and cannot fall out. They worked for about 15 minutes. They tried different ideas. They talked about ideas. They rejected ideas. They listened. They praised. They asked questions. And then when they were ready, they ended up weaving together the toilet paper to make a really kind of very 2-ply basket. And everybody picked up a side and took the candy 20 feet. That is wonderful to see them do that. They get a chance to self-evaluate themselves, say, oh, well, maybe we should have tried this, or, oh, we talked over this team member, or this person became a leader right away, but nobody questioned their ideas. So I also give the feedback to say, some of you were talking over others. Some of you didn't take your time and think about the ideas and give them a try. So those are wonderful, wonderful things to do. And it could be with paper cups. You can go on the internet and there are tons of activities for teamwork challenges for kids. And you would be amazed at how much these kids love to do them. And it gives them a chance to talk about this with judges when they go to a tournament. I find that it really brings my girls together. They can be silly. And because they come from so many different backgrounds and different schools, because we're a community team, they've become best friends because of this. Now, for both FLL-Explore and FLL-Challenge, there needs to be a time for some research. FIRST provides tons tons of resources, not only in the guidebooks that you'll be getting, but also online. There's FLL tutorials. There are YouTube videos about the theme about Unearthed and archaeology. My girls were watching some of that this afternoon about archaeology. It's time to contact experts. So with archaeology, we found out, oh, there's our university that's nearby has a department that studies archaeology. Let's go, we're going to talk to them. We also check out books, library. We go to visit the library and we're going to find out things about archaeology. So we're going to schedule a trip to do that. But we're also going to look online with keeping eyes on making sure that it's correct websites and with parents' permission. As we learn more and more about archaeology, we're going to say, oh my gosh, there's a problem out there amongst archaeologists or in the world about maybe saving a site or something like that, or finding a site. Then we say, okay, there's a problem. Now let's come up with some ways to improve or solve that problem. And no idea is a bad idea in FLL. Okay, so you brainstorm, you decide on a solution, you share it with the community or the experts and get their feedback. And then you get ready for an expo or tournament. Now, how do you make your presentation known? For FLL-Explore, we do the team poster, we do our build, as well as we get a chance to talk to people. So here it is. We have, as you can see in this picture here, a show me board, which has lots of pictures on there about what they learned. They built what looks like a mining type operation here, and they can explain to people, well, why did you build that mine like that? Why did it go down that deep? What does your robot do? How does your robot do that? And you get a chance, first of all, to show them to the parents, because the parents love to see them. Families love to come to see it before an expo, and you get feedback. I've had many times, just kind of, we work at in an office building. We just say, hey, come see this. And they come in, they see it, and they go, oh, wow, this is really good. What is this? What is that? And they have a chance to explain that to somebody and get ready for the expo. For FLL-Challenge, as you can see here, those students actually go into a room with judges. FLL-Explore, the judges just walk around like da 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 da. They just ask random questions and then they kind of mark on a little clipboard and they move on. But in FLL-Challenge, you actually have to do a presentation, a 5-minute presentation to a group of judges, as you see here in this room here. You can have posters. Some teams do skits. Some people do really cool little scene changes to talk about their team innovation project. After 5 minutes, the judges ask questions about this. Where did you get this idea from? What experts did you talk to? And with that, they have a chance to expand on items that, as you can see in this picture here, there are a rubric that these judges are filling out to see if they have accomplished the goals of the first LEGO League and the core values as well. Then in this session, they'll show their robot to these judges and they'll explain, well, why did you pick this model? Why did you decide on this attachment to go up and down or left or right? They may ask you questions about your programming. Did you use loops? Did you use sensors? All these questions. And these kids get to do all the talking. Coaches have got to be quiet and in the back of the room. The last part is the judges ask questions in the FLL-Challenge room. Hey, how did you decide on your team name? How did you make decisions? What was the toughest decisions? They're trying to get a sense of those wonderful teamwork projects that you worked on and see if you really understand the core values, those 6 values that then they judge you on them. Then they provide some feedback and then you go on back to your competition. So part of robotics, of course, is building a robotics and coding it. As you can see here for FLL-Explore, there are redos and there are spikes. They are very essential, very basic models. As you can see, they also come with apps that can teach you how to build things and also how to program. But let's just start with the basics. Forward, backwards, let's do a slight turn. Let's do this. Sensors, what does this sensor do? Oh, well, this sensor is a motion sensor. Well, how does it work? Let's play with that. Try them out. I promise you there are tons and tons of YouTube videos out there, people teaching how to work with WeDos and spikes. Also, if you look over here for the FLL-Challenge, you've got more parts. You've got the Spike Prime and you've got the EV3. You can see it's got a lot more sensors like touch sensors and ultrasonic and gyros and light sensors. So with those, because a lot of FLL-Challenge coaches go, I don't know what to do. Or we're going to offer workshops this year. So our New River Robotics Association is going to offer workshops. The information on how to sign up is on our website. It'll be a 2-hour for free for coaches and teachers. And we've broken it up to how to use the gyro, how to use the light sensor, how to use the ultrasonic, how to use the touch sensor. Students are welcome to participate in kind of a mini camp, but we do ask that they pay $10 just to go towards helping out, and it keeps them committed to coming to the workshop. So please understand that you're going to need building time. So you got to first decide what missions you're going to accomplish, and then you're going to have to decide on robot design. And with that, there are tons of ideas online. Try to incorporate sensors if you can, and make sure you put in lots of practice time for each team member, whether or not you're FLL-Explore or FLL-Challenge. Whew, team logistics. This is important, coaches. Get those parents on board. This is not a drop-off time. This is not a free babysitting time. This is a time to get the families involved to see what their kids are doing. The first thing that kids learn how to do is to express their ideas and what they've accomplished to their families. And so they should be on board. And there shouldn't be any asking. You need to say, hey, I need every parent to be in charge of snack. Here's your snack date. Show up with the snack. Oh, I also need somebody to help with the posters. I need somebody to help with the skit props. Whatever is needed to help you understand, help those parents understand the commitment that FIRST is asking for in doing this level of robotics. If they don't understand what FLL is, I can promise you there are plenty of FLL videos on YouTube that show you what a festival looks like, or an expo, or what a tournament looks like. And they can see that this needs parent involvement. Not to be scared by it, not to be scared at all about it. It's all about the fun. So don't worry, it's STEM learning. Sometimes a coach may be one program lesson ahead of the kids, and that's okay. And it's okay to mess up, and sometimes the kids will out-teach you. So don't worry, have fun. Coach is supposed to be there to kind of direct, guide which way they're going. Let the kids decide, oh, this mission, that mission. But if you see them start to notice that, hey, this one's really taking up too much time, the kid is getting too frustrated, let's go ahead and overrule that decision and move on to a different mission. We'll try it maybe at a scrimmage in the spring. Set the tone. Make expectations known to everyone, meaning gracious professionalism. FIRST Robotics is about gracious professionalism. It's using good manners. It is not misbehaving. It is not going, oh, that didn't work. I'm going to cry really hard and I'm going to throw a hissy fit. And I understand kids, especially young ones, can have that problem, but we can help them work through it and say, keep going. I had a young man who tried something the first time and said, nope, I'm done. I'm going to take apart my robot. I said, why are you taking apart your robot? What was wrong? He said, well, it didn't work. I said, does that mean that we just quit? No, this is a chance to try it again. And sure enough, with just a little encouragement, he figured it out. And just seeing the light in his eyes go big when finally he was able to accomplish his mission. So keep trying, keep telling him to understand we're having fun STEM learning. Other attributes could be, and this can be part of your team building exercises. What should our team name be? What should our uniform look like? And remember, that can be as elaborate as you want to. The one picture up there, the FL-Explore kids, is just a simple white t-shirt with an iron on. And we were the great robot helpers. That's what the kids decided. We have a big picture of the submerged logo on there from that you can get off the internet. And it's a white shirt. Easy peasy. Or you can go and be elaborate with headgear and lots of lanyards, or a big design. You can even do it on the back if you want to. But you can take this as big or as little as you want to. And I have seen some teams who just came in regular blue polo shirts and they all just wore the same color. And that was wonderful. Doesn't matter. They're here for fun. Now this is the big one for both Explore and Challenge, is mark some goals. And here's a suggested timeline. And the reason why this is a suggested timeline for both Explore, where you research the theme, play with the robot, put some research into it, do some robot designs, make any orders, meaning if you decide on a team shirt or a team hat, team lanyard or anything like that, you can start that ahead of time, and you can assign that to a parent, by the way. For FL-Explore, of course, we're going to be worrying about trying to build the big model. And it would be helpful if you found a sheet of plywood to put that on, so it would be easier to transfer from where the building meeting site is to the expo. Start sharing your ideas. Bring the parents in, bring in the grandparents, bring in the siblings. Invite another FLL-Explore team or even an older team to come and see what you've built. And then by November, it's time to make a decision if you want to go to an expo. So for FL-Explore, we're going to have an expo December 14th and March 22nd. You can go to one of them or both of them, or decide I'm not going to do the December one because it's too soon. I haven't had enough meetings. Then come to the March one. That's fine. We just love to see kids and their Legos and what they've learned while in FL-Explore. These are also in conjunction with FTC, FLL, and FRC at Blacksburg High School. So the bigger kids love to see the little kids there. We also make a big deal of bringing them out in front of all the audience so that they can also be recognized as well. Now for FLL Lego Challenge, there's a little bit more work in there, and you can either decide to go December 14th, which will be at December 14th will be at Blacksburg High School, or you can come to the Saturday, March 21st one. You can decide. As you can see, it's a little bit more complicated. I mean, because you have more of an innovation project to get ready for with the research. So please look that over. And this has been recorded, so you can certainly come back and see it. But this is just an example, a suggested timeline. If you decide, oh, by November, we're just not ready, then it's okay. Slow it down. Let New River Robotics Association know, or Virginia DCFLL, when they contact you to say, hey, would you like to sign up for an expo or a tournament? You can give them an answer, and that is A-okay. In winding down with all this information, New River Robotics Association is here to help. I've been answering a lot of phone calls. I'm happy to provide it for you in the chat, and you're welcome to call me if you have any questions. Like, it has even been, hey, I've got this one kid who only showed up for five meetings and wants to go to the FLL Expo. Can I
Hey, sorry folks, we lost connection just there for a second. Thanks for hanging in and for joining with us tonight. Appreciate the update that Lisa gave. If you're a returning coach, you might have noticed a couple of changes. The one is that the FLL Challenge events are a couple weeks later this season than in past seasons, and we're great to see this. It's always a rush to get things done. There's a little bit more time this year to participate in the FLL Challenge. That is the 9 through 14, 9 through 16-year-old level. Also note that Virginia implements two divisions of FLL Challenge, a Division One and a Division Two. Division Two just means at least one child on your program is, what is it,
Fifth
Lisa?
grade, about fifth
Fifth,
grade.
fit by fifth grade. Yeah. Yeah. So, and if you're in Division One and optionally want to play up to Division Two, sometimes that's strategic. Sometimes it makes sense. Um, but that way you're always playing with groups roughly in your same age range. And that's a nice thing that Virginia does, but that it's not part of the national program. But yeah, now that we've got the internet back, maybe we can open it up to questions.
Yeah, please, any questions you have, please let us know. Oh, we stunned him into silence.
That's okay. It's a lot to take in. Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't understand the difference. Okay, so Division One means that if you have any child on your team that's grade 6 or higher is Division Two.
It kicks the whole team into Division Two.
Yes.
And so you play in that division. And in the past, when Virginia DCFLL has had their tournaments, we have two sets of judges, one for Division One, one for Division Two. And so it's almost like a completely separate tournament going on, two tournaments going on at the same time, both on December 14th. You're competing against just the folks in your Division One or just the folks in your Division Two. And so that's the main difference.
Yes. So, for example, this year, my team, one girl is going into this middle school 6th grade. And because she's the one girl, my team is, even though it's mostly 4th and 5th graders, is going to be kicked up to Division Two. And that's okay. I mean, it the number of teams doesn't matter. It's still fun. We're still competing, and we'll still be getting to see Division One at the same time as Division Two. It's just the judging will be slightly different, just to try to get also more people to go to the Virginia DC FLL championship, which will be held the weekend of March 10th and 11th. I'm not sorry, January 10th and 11th, which is different this year. They usually try to do it in December just before Christmas, and that's why we had the big rush. But now it's actually going to be pushed over into January. So it allows you a chance that if you do get a spot to the district championship, to do some more competing or more practice time with your teams rather than only having 1 week before the district championship. Does that help you? Good. Any other questions? All right. Yeah, so we would love anytime you, I've given you my phone number in the chat. What are the dates? Okay, so the dates for the local FLL Explore are going to be Sunday, December 14th and Sunday, March 22nd. For FLL Challenge, it's going to be Sunday, December 14th and Saturday, March 21st. You may go, for example, my team last year, we went to the tournament that was actually in November, just before Thanksgiving. So things were really rushed then. And then based on what we learned and how we did there, we decided to try some different sensors, like an ultrasonic sensor. And we went to the scrimmage and we're really surprised at, wow, this is what we learned about the ultrasonic and how it can be useful to help us. We should try to incorporate that more in this new Unearthed season. So I mean, my team likes going to both the tournament and the scrimmage, and learn so much. We had a lot of teams at the scrimmage in March in 2025 because November was just too soon. So we said, slow it down. It's okay. Take your time. We'll see you in March. And we had 10 teams at the March scrimmage. And it was a lot of fun. We can't wait to do it. If we get that many teams again, Blacksburg High School is going to offer us a bigger area to be able to run that so more people can see it, because we were a little cramped in the space in front of the library.
Yeah. And of course, the scrimmage in March doesn't let us do the advancement opportunity. It's just our local thing, but it's fun. It's less pressure.
Yeah. And I can tell you at both FLL-Explore and FLL-Challenge, there are awards. FLL-Explore kids get a medal, and then they get a certificate for something that the judges liked about them. It could be, oh, they were coding geniuses, or their build was unique. There's like 12 awards that can be handed out to FLL-Explore teams. For FLL-Challenge, everybody gets a ribbon that's a really cool ribbon that says Virginia DC FLL on it. And then for each division, there is top score on the table, core values, innovation project, and the champions award. And the champion award, and then a certain number of first or second place winners can go and advance to the championship in December. The scrimmage, though, in March, every team gets a trophy because it's a scrimmage. It's mostly for bragging rights. We have had available volunteers that could do a simulated judging session so that a brand new team could practice and see what that's like. Yep. Any other questions? So a team advances based on how many slots are available. So it's kind of like, if Henry, remind me, I think if we had 24 teams last year, and of those we had of Division II, only 2 went to the district championship, and 4 went from Division I.
Yeah, really roughly, I think the rule of thumb is about, what is it, like 1 in 6 teams advance.
Yes.
So those advancement slots are hard to get, and want to encourage parents not to focus too much on advancement. The folks that are advancing have been doing this a lot, and generally are meeting 3 times a week and putting a lot of time into the research project and all these things. It's yeah.
I have to disagree, because we had a team that has never won before, and my girls were bummed that they didn't get a slot to go to the district championship, because they did the year before. But this was a team that was from Gilbert Lincoln Elementary School. They've gone to several competitions and never won a thing, and they won the Champions Award, which means that they were good, like almost good in every category, but not overall. And they got to go, and it was great. We cheered them on because this was the first time that Margaret Beats got to go.
Absolutely.
I would want to go every year. It is, imagine a full day of 72 teams from across DC and Virginia coming here at James Madison University. It's a long, long day. My girls are certainly excited. We had to travel up the day before, so that was an extra expense. They do a good job up there, and we had fun. But that's what we came in with, attitude about fun. We didn't expect to win anything. We just came to have fun. There were scavenger hunts. There were all kinds of group activities at JMU that they could do and incorporate between the matches. So yeah, I mean, for an experience, it's worth going to, but it's not something to expect every year.
Good.
New River Robotics Association is located at 2270 Craft Drive, Suite 1900. We offer anybody to stop by. How do you know when we're opened? Please just go to New River Robotics Association and you Google. It'll come up with the website. And you'll see that on the very first homepage, there's a calendar. And in that calendar, it'll show you when we're open. We have a lot of teams that, especially FLL-Challenge teams, that meet in the New River Robotics Association shop because they don't have space in their basement or garage to have that big 4-foot by 8-foot table with all the 15 mission challenges there. So they come here and they use our computers and use our space, and we're glad for it. You're welcome to stop by and see what they're doing as well. Also, when FTC meets, usually Henry or I are there, and we're glad to help. We have several FTC members that are former FLL-Explore or Challenge students that love to answer questions and show you in our shop. Oh, you need some extra parts? We've got some extra parts here. Oh, you need extra Lego? We got this. Oh, you need an extra motor? We've got that. So we're always glad to help out a team or just answer any questions whatsoever. And it doesn't matter if you're a community team or a school team. We love having First Lego League really set the stage for kids to advance through to FTC, First Tech Challenge, which is a middle school level that's now available at Christiansburg Middle School and Blacksburg Middle School. And we also sponsor a community team called the Red Beer Pandas, who are doing the FLL in 30 hours and making great progress. So please look on our website for the different challenges and suggestions on how to teach your kids programming by what they've learned. Also, please come to our workshops if you're an FLL-Challenge coach. We'd love to. If you're an FLL-Explore coach and are interested in what goes on with FLL-Challenge and these robots, please come to one of our workshops or just stop by and visit anytime that we are open. So here we go. We have some team members from the lower SES. So last year we didn't have funds for t-shirts. Are we allowed to fundraise for teams for these kind of expenses? Any suggestions? Yeah, I mean, you can fundraise if you like to. I highly recommend, just to make sure that everybody has skin in the game, is I charge my team members $60. And that $60 goes towards the t-shirt, all the supplies that we needed to do the presentation, also the snacks, because my girls seem to really like snack time, as well as we get stickers to pass out at a tournament. We like to, we made little 3D printed turtles one year to give to volunteers to say thank you for being a volunteer at the tournament. Yeah, you're welcome to fundraise, but I don't see anything wrong with charging family members a little fee. And I can tell you for my FL-Explore team, I use Blue Cardinal. What's it called again? Blue Cardinal. What's the place next to?
Cardinal Blueprinting.
Cardinal Blueprinting does heat press shirts for $19. And so parents hand me a 20 and I get their size, and within 2 days, Cardinal Blueprinting will print me those shirts for the kids to take home and keep.
Without a setup fee. And so they'll do one like that, but when you bring them a design, they can knock them out. That's kind of been nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a good memory to have. And we have several examples of t-shirts from different teams in our shop hanging from the ceiling. Those are kind of cool. But yeah, you can fundraise if you want to. Yeah, there's no problem with that. Any suggestions? Well, having a Lego play date is always good. A little camp or something like that. Maybe during the Tuxedo Pandas used to do this, where we would offer a babysitting day, and parents would drop off their child, and we would teach them robots and how to play with Legos, and watched a Lego movie, and made some good money from that. It was, I think it was like $40 a kid that got dropped off. So that was fun to do. Yeah, but
Yeah. Several restaurants are doing those, percent of sales nights and that sort of thing. And that's, even with a lot of publicity, we've done those in the past. We get between 90 and $160. So it's not a huge money maker, but it's nice and it helps with publicity, particularly if you've got a research project that you want to share with the community.
mhm. Yep.
And then, of course, it's always nice to offer that if anyone has trouble paying for the skin in the game portion, that they could apply for a scholarship, or that they could have some sort of in-kind contribution. That, okay, I need a parent to drive to this event, that sort of thing.
Mhm. For if those of you who are, considering a team, New River Robotics Association offers grants, and part of that grant is a one-page application, a quick little essay as to what your goals are for this team, how you're going to meet. We ask that you have a minimum of 3 kids already signed up, a maximum of 6 for an FLL-Explore, and a maximum of 10 for an FLL-Challenge team. It's you can't manage a team that's any larger than that. And then you fill out the application, you turn it in, and we can get back to you pretty quickly. And with that, we, New River Robotics Association, not me personally, we register you with FIRST, and then that's how you get all those supplies that I showed you at the beginning of the PowerPoint. We also get a team number. And then if you decide to go to a Virginia DC FLL tournament, we pay for that registration. The scrimmage in March is free. The expo and expos for FLL-Challenge, FL-Explore, sorry, I get the confused. FL-Explore expos are free. Both the December and the March one are free. But the FLL-Challenge tournament in December will require a slight fee to Virginia DC FLL, and we can help you out with that. The grant is good for 3 years, where we will re-register you for 3 years. If after 3 years you want to continue, and New River Robotics Association has the funds, we will be glad to continue helping you out and re-registering your team. We say that if any time during the 3 years something happens, a coach moves, all the equipment that you have borrowed from us, we just ask that you give it back to us. After 3 years, keep it if you want to, but we've had some teams that called us up and said after 5, 6 years, hey, our kids have moved on to the high school. Here's our robotic stuff again. Well, it's a lot of information, but it's only because we're super excited. The new season of First Age, the Unearthed FLL theme, it was released today. It's a big activity here at the FTC coach's house, with all of the Red Beard Pandas from FTC Team 4924 building and trying to put together videos to help coaches. And we can't wait. We just can't wait. So I want to thank you all. If there's, again, anything we can do to help, there's my phone number, New River Robotics Association. We have emails and contacts. Let us know. Thank you very much.